Oh yeah. Look at that monster freaking pod. Uncle Bocow. This here is the Iguate Malvado en Espanol. In English, it's the evil avocado, folks. And it's huge. So, guys, this is from the Dean of all things spicy, Conjured Vapors Peppers, and this is a golden Primotalii with an unknown cross. Now, how do you get that, and how do you know what one of the parents is? Well, of course, you kept seeds from a golden Primotalii, you grew it out, and you ended up with this. Now, we don't know what this crossed with. If there was Pink Tiger, Solid Gold Boot, Pete's Boot, any of that stuff, you see guys seen with the, I had peppers that looked just like this for 2 years in a row. They were off of the Peach Boot, Golden Boot, Pink Tiger three-way cross. And that we would get, one plant would have peach with the purple blushing, and then we had ones that just stayed like this. But that's what it looks like. I guarantee you this thing's a screamer. I got some breakfast tacos here. Let's get into it. Let's cut it open and see what the innards look like. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I assumed it would look like. Oh, it's got a strong smell. There's oil pockets right here going down. The evil avocado. Alright. Guys, I'm going to take it easy with this. I'm not going to sit there and pop the whole thing in my mouth. You know that already. Breakfast taco. Evil avocado. It puts the avocado on the taco. It does this when it's told. Oh, it took my breath away. Wow, it's freaking hot. Alright, there's still a piece of it left there. But we're going to do some hot sauce and avocado. Right? Today's sauce I'm using is, I gave you fair warning. Beware, beware. Oh. Oh. Wow. I know my tolerance is low, guys. I understand that. But that's just insane, man. My whole mouth is just stinging so bad right now. I'm starting to get a throat burn. Now, I grew golden Primatalis 2 years in a row. They weren't that hot. As hot as that. Definitely not. And they don't have that. I knew as soon as I bit into that, it was like, what the heck is going on? It was instant stinging heat, man. Whew. Wow. This very well could be, and I believe it is the hottest pepper I've had so far this season. Look at that quadrant of pain. The taste, let's get to the taste. It's earthy like a mustard pod. You got a little bit of bitter going on. A little bit of floral. It's not overly floral. It's not too bitter. Any super hot's got bitterness and floralness to them. Damn it, man. That's a bad mofo right there. Wow. I have another one of these. Mrs. Bolkow's gonna eat it. She hates whole pods. She doesn't eat seeds, placentas. She doesn't like floral, but I'd like to see her eat the whole thing, and I'm gonna ask her if she will. Trust me, she eats a whole pod very rarely, and she shakes and quivers, and she hates the taste of it, of the placenta, the texture, and she hates floral. But she's a good Scoville meter, guys. Wow. That, let me tell you something. While I'm telling you that this is the hottest pot I've had this year, and yes, my tolerance is low and all that, unfortunately, this would not test as high in an SHU test as a red pod. It just wouldn't, because the tannins in it and the dihydrocapsaicin in it and all that. But I'll tell you right now, it'll burn you just as good as, if not better than, most red pods out there. All right, let's get saucy. Sauce. Oh, that big old placenta bite. Gosh, that's gonna hurt. Wow. That was it was a little bit more floral, but wow. That's just stupid, man. There's some mustard pods that are stupid hot, man, like that. The CP118, which is Christopher Phillips mustard boot, which I believe he got from the Weavers, Jay's Peach Go Scorpion and whatnot. So I believe that mustard boot, not the run-of-the-mill mustard goes, but that mustard boot I believe came from a peach variant. That thing is stupid hot. People renamed it. It doesn't test high though. I see the test results on it under 800,000. But that pepper is one of the worst burns I ever had. It's also called khaki boot, but there was another mustard pod that I had. This is stupid. Now I'm getting a throat burn. There was another mustard pod I had last year. Oh man. the ODB mustard. That right there at that point in time, I thought was the hottest pepper that I've ever had. It was stupid. And that was a dragon's breath that threw orange pods. That's, like I said, the orange one of the hottest things, and it had that intensified orange pod, like a habanero burn, but intensified times like 100. Well, I grew it out. Then I had a couple orange plants, and I had one plant throw mustard pods. It was stupid. Now, it tasted terrible. It was floral. It was all hell. It was bitter. The burn was crazy on it. And there's some mustard pods out there. Listen, Pepper X. If you eat a fresh Pepper X, right? I believe that it's a stupid pot burn. The mustard variant, right? The one they show. I do not believe that the mustard variant is the one that tested at 2.6 million. Day after the Guinness thing, they show Tom with a red variant of it in his hand. I think that's what was tested. Why? That's the last time somebody tested Pepper X powder, the mustard, it came back at 800,000. So, but the people that would eat a raw, fresh Pepper X, oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it would rock somebody. And people would say this is the world's hottest pepper all day long. I don't have any, there's no doubts in my mind. All right. Oh, batten down the hatches, guys. This is gonna hurt. Nice little floral bite. A little bit bitter. Pepper powder made from that. Wow. It would be amazing. Anytime I get pods that have that little earthiness, that little bitter floral going on, the powder that comes out of them is phenomenal. We just dehydrated some pods yesterday. We started them a day and a half before, 36 hours on low, like 115. But we made ourselves a nice batch of pepper flakes, and I made some powder, just a little bit of powder. Gotta make my wife some hot sauce this weekend. So, me, man, I go like this and taste the powder. Man, I was burning 15 minutes, like the most annoying sting. All right, that last bite was hitting the chest down. Like it went all the way down. Mouth burns intense, man. And you know, guys, I'm eating pieces of this with food. I can say that's the hottest pepper I've had this year. I'm not saying it's the world's hottest pepper. You know, I'm not saying that somebody else that tries it hasn't had something hotter. No. I am saying that's the hottest that I've had this season. Uncle Bull Cow freaking loves you. What?